Good day everyone, and welcome to Adventures with Parker. Today we are back at NEB's Fun World for the second annual Spare Time at NEB Space event, which is pretty exciting. I love this place. I've been here a few times already, and for those of you who don't know, NEB's Fun World is basically one of Toronto's top FECs, if not the best one around. There's rides, there's arcades, there's bowling, and a bunch of other cool things. And they just did a lot of work to this place recently as well. This whole facade behind me, that's brand new since last time I came. They added some stuff to the playgrounds. They added a new ride since last year. So I'm really excited to just check out what's new. Now the way it works here is NEBs is that you're given a game card, which gives you tokens which you can use for rides, games, what have you. So we were given one of those for the event, which is great. And I also had a few from some of my last visits, so I have even more points to use. But yeah, in a few minutes we're gonna head up to Spare Time Express, which is a roller coaster here, and we'll go from there. So without any further ado, let the NEB's adventures begin. So the first thing to note when you walk into NEBs is, of course, the brand new facade. I mean this in the best, most complimentary way possible, but it's like NEBs built the Wish version of Port of Entry from Islands of Adventure. It is surprisingly detailed and full of Easter eggs too. In fact, each of the signs that you see on the facade references an imaginary business, and each one is named after a member of the family that runs the place. And as I'm going to explain later in the video, it's not even done, and has been designed to accommodate future expansions. All right, so while we're waiting for everyone else to get here, I decided to get myself a cappuccino and what they call Gutterball Donuts, which are basically Timbits with cinnamon and sugar. They look really, really good. But I mean, also look at this cafe. This is really well themed. I'm sure I'll get a better look at it in a moment, but yeah, I mean, the amount of detail in this place is quite surprising in a good way. Right, our first event of the day is ERT on Spare Time Express. Hello, Amanda.
Hello, Adventures with Parker.
Just scared me there for a moment. Are you ready for ERT?
Of course I am. I'm with Adventures with Parker, and it's been a long time since everything.
It's been a hot minute. Yes. First ride of the day on Spare Time Express. Here we go. All right. Okay, let's do this. Whee! Woo! These bumper cars are so much fun. I mean, you just have so much control. Like you can spin around if you want to, you can back up and then get enough momentum to really charge up people. Like these are by far the best bumper cars I've experienced. Oh, so that's cool. The old Himalaya ride is up here. That used to be in the spot where the Zemperla Chro-Nos is now. I'll show you where that is later in the video. But yeah, they used to be down on the ground floor. So I'm wondering if they're going to connect it because there is a door over here and they could bridge it if they wanted. One of the first times I've been here, this ground level was actually a go-kart track, which obviously now they've converted into a mini golf course. And I vaguely remember there being something up here, but I don't remember what it was. So in any case, they definitely have the ability to bridge the two and open up this ride. But yeah, I'll have to ask that during the question period what their plans are. All right, so ERT was a lot of fun. Like we got to go between Spare Time Express and the bumper cars. Both rides are just probably some of the best rides here, other than maybe the Drop Tower. And now we're heading into the pub for lunch. After lunch, we were treated to a very special presentation and Q&A from the park's owners, and they told us a lot. I recorded the entire 50-minute conversation and will be releasing that as a separate video, but I'll give you the Sparks Notes version here. NEB's Fun World is undergoing a major expansion right now. Later this year, they'll be opening the first phase of a new area called the Mansion, which will include the world's first Cryotech Superfly, which will be a new stand-up motion simulator system. This will then be accompanied by the Mansion Laser Tag in 2026, which will feature an 8,000 square foot, 2-story environment. Both of these attractions are designed to be immersive and will include elaborate pre-shows, special effects, and Easter eggs. Beyond that, the park is looking to add an elevated train ride, hence the giant opening in the entry facade, and they even hinted at the possibility of a new roller coaster. We were honestly so blown away by the amount of details that they were revealing to us in that presentation. But it didn't end there. Following the presentation, they actually took us behind the scenes to get a look at some models, blueprints, and 3D renderings of what the park is planning. And while I can't actually speak to what we saw when we were back there, all I'm going to say is that the future of NEBs is looking very bright. If it wasn't already a top-tier attraction in the GTA, this new era is going to blow you away. Anyways, I'm hoping to have the video from the presentation and Q&A up within the next day or so, and I highly recommend checking it out to hear about all of this in more detail. Plus, they give some answers to some of our own questions that we ask. That drop tower is surprisingly fun. Like, it's short, and it's something that I think the whole family can do, but it's the anticipation of not knowing when you're gonna drop, whether it's gonna take you all the way up to the top or drop you halfway. You don't know, so it really catches you off guard, but it is so fun.
You smile like a little boy.
It's true, it's true. So unfortunately, the new ride, Chro-Nos, isn't open today. I got to see it in action a couple weeks ago, but I didn't ride it because I thought I'd be able to do that today, but I guess I'll have to get it next time. So unfortunately, I had a work-related event to get to back home that evening, so I wasn't able to stay as long as I would have liked. However, I didn't want to end this video without highlighting the mini golf courses and the arcade. Thankfully, I have some never-before-seen footage from an unreleased vlog that I filmed at last year's event, and I'm gonna plug it in here so that I can give you the full NEB's Fun World experience. All right, looks like we have a couple different options here. There's 3 different holes, or 3 different courses. Each one is 6 holes, and each one has a different theme. So there's Castle Golf, the Shipyard, and Jade City. Alrighty, it looks like the group has decided to do the Castle Golf, which looks pretty cool. I'm excited for this.
And then Parker, then me.
Yes.
Wendy's not bad. Look at it.
Very nice, Bailey.
Oh, this is good. Okay.
Nice.
And then 3, 4.
Yay!
I'm in the back too.
All right, so here's how you enter the scores. Hit the button. Scan the club. Where's QR code? There it is. Then Bailey, how many did you get? 4. 2. 3 for me.
And 3 for Luke.
3 for Luke. Nice. Then it just keeps track and carries it on through the course. How you guys doing?
Not bad, not bad. That's 4 for me. No, that's 4 for me.
Oh no!
Did you get a chicken too? Nice.
All right, there's our final scores. All right, we just finished our round of mini putt, which is really fun. The course itself was really cute. It had some good little theming elements, and I kind of like that it was just 6 holes. You know, we were just talking about that. It wasn't a big commitment. You could, you know, take your time and just get through it real quick. But if you wanted to spend more time, then you can always spend more credits and do the other 2 courses. So it's nice that you have that choice to do like either a bite-sized round or to spend a little more time in there. Next up, we are going to do the dark ride, and we have a few options here, including Carnival, which is the same one that we did when we were in Missouri, but there's zombies, There's Los Banditos. Which one are we gonna do?
I don't know, but we're in Missouri again. Get it?
I was gonna say we did carnival when we were in Missouri.
Back in Kansas. Well, drugs, I'm kind of service.
All right, that was a fun one. Those Trilotech rides are always so cool, and the Los Banditos one was a pretty cool story. I still say Carnival is my favorite, but I'm glad that we got to try one that I haven't done before this summer. The other cool simulator kind of thing that they have here is this Typhoon machine, which is kind of similar to what they have going on at the XT Dark Ride, but on a smaller scale, and you're laying down. But you have a few different tracks that you can choose from as well. So on this one, it's kind of like you're riding a roller coaster, and then your seats move and articulate in response to what's happening on screen. Okay, that thing was a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be. It was so shaky, especially that dinosaur one. That one really beat you up. The roller coaster one that we did second, not as bad, it's a little more smooth and as expected, but wow, that totally not Jurassic Park ripoff. That was something else. Alrighty, things are about to get fast and furious, but not in the Universal way.
Reach the bunker and stop the missile.
Let's go! Third place, not bad. I kind of like the idea of this hand wash station here, because you know when you're in an arcade, you're touching things that a million other people have touched within the past hour, so you know, having a spot to take care of your hygiene is not a bad idea at all. All right, we have coin pusher expert Amanda on the Willy Wonka machine again. Cody's going on a very long drive right now. Cody, are you even licensed to operate this? Oh, there it is. Oh.
Show us how it's done.
I'll try.
Oh, where's it going? Where's it going?
You want to get it one
All right. Awesome.
And that's going to do it for our visit to NEB's Fun World for the Spare Time at NEB's ACE event. If it's not already abundantly clear, I freaking love this place. It's so fun, and the fact that it's a family-run business that has a passionate team of people behind it makes it even better. I am blown away by all of the new additions that the park has added over the past few years, and I'm beyond excited to see the continued evolution of the park going forwards. I love how they're aiming to create an immersive environment that is still affordable to the average family, and I can definitely see myself frequenting this place more often in the future. I want to send a huge thank you to everyone at NEBS for hosting us, and a huge thank you to Ken, Paul, and the rest of our ACE Canada team for organizing this event. And of course, thanks to you for watching along. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more fun adventures from theme parks, attractions, and beyond, you might want to consider becoming a subscriber. Also be sure to hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. If you want to stay connected with me beyond YouTube, I also recommend following me on social media. I'm at ADV Parker on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky, and at Adventures with Parker on TikTok and Facebook. Shout out to my Patreon members for going above and beyond in your support of the channel, and if you are not a Patreon member but would like to support this channel for as little as a toonie a month, head on over to patreon.com/ADVParker to learn about all of the different tiers that I have available. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, the adventures are calling. Bye! Are you guys ready to ride? No one's paying attention, that's awkward. Today